Sorry about that. Welcome, guys. Welcome to DiscoverFest. My name is Braxton Whitney. I am a GA in the Student Activities Office. You are tuned into the intramural and club sports DiscoverFest. Here we will be introducing you to the many organizations that we have that involve athletics. I will allow all of the panelists to give a brief introduction to what they do, their organization, and what to look forward to if you join their organization. So we're going to start with Alyssa Arnold.
Sweet. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. My name is Alyssa. I'm the Assistant Director of Health and Fitness for the department, but I work alongside some great professional and graduate assistant staff here. And in our department, we offer a lot of recreation and wellness opportunities for the university community within our department. Behind me is our Preston Center, which we have multiple things to be active in, but we also have our intramural sports complex about 1 or 2 miles away from here that we offer a lot of intramural and sport club opportunities. And so our department not only has just more of a casual recreation component, but also more organized recreation component, and then offers a lot of student opportunities to be employed through officials and supervisors and even groundskeepers. So I look forward to talking with y'all and having any questions y'all have about our department.
Okay. Caroline Camfield.
Hey y'all, I am the president of the Jump Rope Club here at WKU. We are not an intramural team. We're just a sports club for the RSOs. Jump Rope Club, you don't need any experience with jump rope. Everyone is welcome. We'll do like double dutch and single rope and other types of jump rope, and just like teach you anything you need to know. We also do different shows on campus if you want to do those. This semester we might not do as many, but in the future we do shows, and also help teach jump rope to different groups in the community, one of which is we go and work with some refugee children and teach them jump rope as well. So glad to answer any questions you'll have.
Thank you, Caroline. We're going to go on to Delaney Puckett.
Hi, my name is Delaney. I'm the president of Women's Club Volleyball here at WKU. Women's Club Volleyball is geared more towards those people who have had experience in volleyball, but we're welcoming anyone to come to practice and try it out and see what they think. We usually have practices about twice a week. Of course, things will be different because of COVID this year. We're still trying to figure out all those things. If you want to compete at a high level and have a lot of fun and stay active throughout the year, this is a really good way to do that. So feel free to email me. I will be coming up with practice times eventually, so just keep an eye out for those.
Thank you, Delaney. We will be moving on to who is Evan Smith.
Thank you. I'm Evan Smith. I'm the president of the Mountain Biking Club here at WKU. And basically, Mountain Biking Club is, as of right now, a bunch of people like to get together. We just go through trails, do a couple of trail rides. We're really hoping that we can get some group rides together and kind of hear some opinions this semester. But we're focusing more on trail cleanup, bike maintenance for people, techniques as far as mountain biking goes, and just overall fitness and health of the community. We'd like to be able to give back to some of the high school teams and especially at the middle school level, just focusing on kind of making sure people are physically fit. And the nice part about it too this semester is that if you can't stay 6 feet apart on a bike, then you've got some pretty big problems. So we're hoping to get some group rides together this semester and just overall hear people's opinions and try to get things going for the community and for the campus as a whole. But I look forward to hearing questions.
Okay, thank you, Evan. We have quite a few people missing from this DiscoverFest, but I'll be the representative for club basketball. Well, club basketball essentially is pretty much just your varsity basketball players that just came into college and want to continue to play at that high level and still play and make it fun. I joined a team last year and it was a lot of fun. We get together, we practice. Of course, we did go out to eat sometimes. We'd meet back up at Preston and we'd play 5-on-5 as like just ways to mesh and play with each other and make sure that we knew our strengths and our weaknesses. It's pretty much just another season of high school basketball just in college. You pay your fee. Of course you pay your fee. That'll cover your jersey. That'll cover refs and that will cover like travel expenses. But yeah, it was a really fun time playing club basketball, and we hope that in the spring that we'll be able to start back up. Hopefully COVID will calm down, but if not, yeah, we'll just see what we can do in the very next year. We have my supervisor. I played intramural basketball with him. I don't know if he wants to pop his head in and talk a little bit about that.
Well, my name is Randall P. Bogard. I'm one of the assistant directors of student activities here at the university. I oversee all the RSO administrative side. I am an avid sports player, so I have been playing intramural since the day I walked into college. This is unfortunate. This will be the first year since I walked into college. I won't get to play flag football, but that is okay. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But with clubs and intramural sports, it's just an opportunity for those people, I feel like, that have had structure in their high school years. They were so used to going to class, then going to sports, that this is the way to stay connected to that. But then you get the opportunity to participate in stuff that may not have been a part of your school, like mountain biking club. I think that's an amazing opportunity for those who are interested. I am horrible on the bike. I may hit a pebble and it may not be a good sight, but it's still a great opportunity for students here on this campus to get involved. We just want to make sure everybody gets involved in anything and find their place at home here. And throughout this session, I will just pop in to give tips, suggestions, or resources for you all on campus. So those who are not here, when you view this clip on YouTube or on our webpage, please reach out to us in student activities. You can send us an email to either rso@wku.edu or sao@wku.edu, and we will get a response to you about how to get you involved and get you connected to our department and at our university. So I'll turn it back over to Braxton to continue the session.
Thank you, Randall. Right now we're gonna go ahead and start the Q&A part of DiscoverFest. I'm gonna start it off personally and ask, what is your favorite aspect of your organization? And what we're gonna do is gonna have, like, if you can raise your hand and just join in. Matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and start from the beginning again. Alyssa, if you want to answer that question for me, and we'll roll down the list.
Awesome. Okay. Well, obviously, I'm not a student, but I think from a administrative kind of side, I think from a higher education professional, just seeing students just interacting, maybe learning about themselves through the time that they're participating in the different activities, maybe taking some leadership roles, especially like with sport clubs. They have kind of an executive board and really honing into their leadership skills. I think that's probably the fun aspect to see from the side, honestly, of just seeing students that you work with and seeing them learn and grow and get involved. I'm a proponent of students just encouraging students to get involved on campus, finding their niche, and also getting outside their box and learning about something different. And so if people are really interested in always something, sports related, which is great, but there's also other physical activities that you can do to meet other people. So that's probably my favorite thing to see kind of on the side of students interacting and really benefiting from getting involved.
Thank you, Alyssa. We're gonna go on to Caroline.
Could you repeat the question again?
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The question was, what is your favorite part? Was like, what is your favorite part about your organization and why?
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So for Jump Rope Club, I think one of my favorite parts is seeing how quickly college people learn jump rope. I've taught a lot of like little children how to jump, and it takes them a long time to figure out how to get over the rope. But with college students, like people pick it up super quickly, and it's super cool to see like how quickly someone can like start doing double dutch when they've never done it before. And it can be like a really good confidence booster, and like getting people comfortable with doing something new and like trying something out. So I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of jump rope.
Of course, I was part of jump rope team myself, and whenever I was younger, and it was a little tough for me, but as soon as I picked it up, it was like second nature. Um, we're gonna go on to Delaney. What is your favorite aspect of your organization and why?
Personally, my favorite aspect is just that kind of team culture, you know? Like, I played volleyball all through middle school and high school, and then coming into college and not playing volleyball was like foreign to me. And I missed being a part of a team so, so much. So, getting that back, you know, having people that I know have my back all the time, that I can talk to outside of practice, spend time with, you know, compete with, it's something that I am very passionate about and took for granted until I realized I didn't have it anymore. So, I think that's definitely my favorite part of the club that I'm a part of.
All right, thank you for that answer. We're gonna go on to Evan. What is your favorite aspect of your organization and why?
My favorite aspect of mountain biking is just the community aspect of it. I mean, you get to be in there, you get to see little kids, you know, taking off their training wheels for the first time, being able to ride, all the way up to the 17 and 18-year-old daredevils who love to do the downhill mountain biking and their first 10-foot jumps and things like that. You know, being able to critique them, and then even, you know, the 80-year-old granddad who's able to get back into it with his grandson and be able to be in that community with everybody. It's fun to see. It's nice to kind of be around everybody in that, and everybody's working towards kind of the same thing. So that'd be my favorite part of it.
Thank you, Evan. I'm gonna answer for club basketball, of course. My favorite aspect was probably our game days and just going to practice every Saturday morning. It was pretty much like Delaney said, it's just whenever you get used to doing a sport for so long, it's like you go from school, you go to practice, you go home, and you just do the whole thing over again. And when you stop doing that, it becomes foreign to you. And so you're just looking to add that back into your normal routine. And whenever club basketball got introduced to me, it was pretty much like doing that same thing all over again. And it was fun to me. It was just something that I'm used to, and it's like, and I don't regret ever getting back into the swing of going to practice and having that intensity back into my regularly scheduled program. So, and also the camaraderie that basketball comes with. I met a lot of people through playing basketball just regularly at the rec center, and then on top of that, I added 10 more people to my friends just by being part of club basketball. And so that was my favorite aspects of being a part of club basketball.
Braxton, I will jump in real quick. I think all of these things has allowed people to get a healthy lifestyle, and that's the most important thing. It allows for an opportunity to find a stress reliever and to connect with one another, so you can have a confidant, because usually those people in the clubs you are with become some of your closest friends as you move forward. So I think making sure everybody stays connected that way, but I really want to promote that the importance of a healthy lifestyle is also what we're trying to get out for you all participating in a club sport or intramurals or anything at the Preston Center or around campus, because we want everybody to leave here with being holistically developed and not just one area. So.
Very well said, Randall. I'm going to ask one more question also. How did all of you all balance being involved in your student organizations and having those and being in those big leadership roles and balance that with your academics or just balance it with your life, period. We're going to start at the top again with Alyssa.
Okay. I would say that I am obviously not a student again, but I would say this week has been challenging as a staff member. Just getting used to a new flow of students. It's been very exciting to have students here, but I think I've been really making sure that I'm visible to our students and remind them about time management. And I think that's the key with a lot of our student employees here in our department, is just checking in and reminding them about time management and taking care of themselves through this and finding their stress management outlet, and give a little bit of grace during this weird time that we've got going on. So I'm here more of a mentor and a supporter and a reminder to take care of yourself through this time as well. But it is a balance, and give yourself a little bit of grace as a student that this month may be different than next month too in your time management skills.
Thank you, Alyssa. And we're going to go on to Caroline.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything Alyssa said is right. For me, just like prioritizing getting like jumping rope into the schedule, because you can't just like constantly be doing academic stuff. You have to give yourself a little time to like distress, be healthy, get exercise. So it was really just like figuring out like, okay, I'm gonna allot this time to go to practice and then have time somehow.
Thank you, Caroline. We're going to go on to Delaney.
I mean, fitting it in was definitely a challenge between, I mean, I work on campus too, and I'm a pre-med major, so it's heavy, it's a lot. I think the best way, I mean, it helped a lot because, you know, I had it all through high school too, club and school. So, I mean, it was pretty easy for me to take on that load again because I had been so used to it for so long. But I think definitely being flexible with your schedule is important. Communicating with other people in your club so they know what's going on in your life and can maybe help you out. And for me, it made things less stressful to be able to go and do something that I loved every week. Like Caroline said, it was a great stress relief, and it definitely improved my time here at WKU. I don't know where I'd be without it, so.
Yeah. Thank you, Delaney. We're going to go on to Evan.
I'm kind of along the same lines as everybody else. I've been kind of prioritizing the non-academic side just as much as the academic side. You know, I love going out and doing things, and it's kind of been that way through high school as well with prioritizing that side of my life. The big part for me was being in this position is that the club to me is not always the club to somebody else. And so it's, for me, it's not being so stressed out about everybody else's schedule. And, you know, if I get one guy who can't make a practice, or if I got one guy who can't make a group ride, then, you know, being able to work with that and be like, okay, come, we'll get you on the next one, and just moving forward with that and not lagging behind a week just because of somebody missing a ride.
Thank you, Evan. I'm along the same lines as everybody else. Of course, you can't constantly play basketball. It's like you have to be in a gym, have a basketball, have a hoop, have 10 people to play with. But finding that healthy balance between playing basketball, fitting your academics in, and being able to do both and still keep your head above water is very important. Somebody that I look up to told me you can do 3 things in college. 1 is study, 1 is sleep, and 1 is party. But you can only do 2 of the 3 and be successful. You can party and sleep and never study. You can sleep and study and never party, or you can study and party and never sleep. So you just have to find the healthy balance between what you do, and it's like between what you do in your organization and what you do in your academics. And as long as you're able to keep those and make a healthy balance out of it, then you'll do pretty well in your college experience. Randall, do you have any questions for anybody?
I just want you all to talk about, or tell the people who are going to be viewing this later on and us right now, how do you go about joining your organizations?
We'll start at the top with Alyssa.
We have through our departmental website, wku.edu/CRW/intramurals, everything about what we're providing currently with intramurals as of today is on the website. We use a program called Leagues that you have to log in and register your team for the events that we have that are listed on the website right now. As of today, it's fantasy football, softball, pick'em, 4-on-4, grass volleyball, and tennis league. With the COVID and the restrictions between Healthy Kentucky and WKU, we're trying to keep it at singles or doubles play or have stuff outside, and things are changing weekly, so we're trying to do the best we can to offer. But that is what's offered now. So if you are interested, that registration's open, and all the information about registration opening dates and when you actually play and where are all in there. And you can sign up as a team or you can sign up as a free agent. There's also information about intramural supervisors and intramural officials for that as well. And then we have a great sports club program that's been very limited to all the different restrictions, and we're kind of taking it day by day, but we've got some great representatives today about different sport clubs. But we have a assistant director of programs, Darrell Kelly, and two graduate assistants that oversee our intramural and sport club program. And so they can answer more direct questions. I put their information in our chat room as well, but we're doing the best we can as a department to balance capacity in the building, and then all the different guidelines we have to meet to do any kind of interactive face-to-face things as well. So that's kind of a little tidbit about some of getting involved.
Thank you, Alyssa. We're gonna go on to Caroline. How can you sign up for your club?
Yeah, so for Jump Rope Club, sorry. So for Jump Rope Club, you can send me an email, and I can add you to our group meet, and I'll just like send out texts whenever we're going to practice. I did forget to mention earlier that we're going to either try to practice outside or practice virtually, like via Zoom, just depending like what everyone's comfortable with. With jump rope, like you can stay distance fairly well. You just like have a bubble of a rope anyway. So yeah, just email me and we can get you signed up or just like connected to the club.
Thank you, Caroline. I believe Delaney is next.
Yeah, mine's pretty similar to Caroline's. Just send me an email. I can give you the information on practice dates, and you're like, anybody's welcome to come and check it out. I always, like, if somebody emails me, I'm always like, yeah, come see practice. And then if you end up deciding not, that's totally fine. So it's just good for everyone to get a feel before they totally commit, in my opinion. But yeah, emailing me is definitely the best way to get involved. I haven't determined practice dates yet, as I've said before, but we're working on that. So feel free to shoot me an email.
Thank you, Delaney. I believe Evan is next. How do you get signed up for a mountain bike club?
So we're a little bit newer, so we're a lot of word of mouth right now. Obviously, you can email me and also Dr. Baker and Dr. Myers in the kinesiology department. Be happy to get you either on a group me or the WKU mountain biking that's our Instagram as well. You can DM us on there. We'll tell you about when we're doing group rides and try to get you added on to either a group me or an email chain. And that's probably the easiest way to go ahead and get in and get in contact with us.
For club basketball, I believe that if I'm not mistaken, I believe Randall has plugged the RSO website and directory in the chat. You will be able to find all of these it's like all these clubs that are involved today in this DiscoverFest also, and you will also be able to find club basketball in the recreational category. I believe our advisor or our president for club basketball is still Brad. I don't know his last name, unfortunately, but I believe it's still Brad for this semester. So if you ever wanted to get in contact with him, you could most likely find him on the RSO website and the directory. Also, I have to of course, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't plug this in. Of course, it's probably backwards to you all, but we have Dynamic Leadership Institute. It is our 4-phase leadership institute where we teach you skills such as team building, interview skills, diversity, mentorship, and much more. In order to sign up for that, of course, we have flyers posted all over DSU. We have flyers all in housing. You can definitely find the sign up on our website. That is wku.edu/SAO. You will be able to find that under the Leadership and Volunteerism tab. If you do not immediately have access to the internet, which all of you do, but if you're ever just around campus and you do see one of our flyers, we do have a QR code attached to those flyers. If you want to use that to sign up for our DLI sessions, we have them Monday through Thursday, I believe, from 5 to 6 for phase 1. Times vary for different phases. I am one of your phase 1 teachers, so go figure. It'll be fun in one of my classes. I can't speak for anybody else, but it'll definitely be fun in one of my classes. But times vary between different phases. If you have any conflicts with your schedule, we are pretty flexible with working with you on getting involved in our Dynamic Leadership Institute. And if you have any other questions, you can email me. I will plug my email into the chat also. And you can also contact Mindy Johnson. She is a staple for Dynamic Leadership Institute. She probably has worked on this pitch 10,000 times, if not more. And she is a great advocate for it. She is currently not in the office, but whenever she gets back in the office, she will make sure to answer any emails, any questions. If you want to pop up into the office, go ahead. It's like if you want to pop up in the office, she's the very back corner office. Yes, thank you, Randall, for sharing the flyer for me. That is posted on the DSU TV monitors. That is posted on every board, on every thumbtack board in DSU. You will be able to find that poster. Does anybody else have any questions in our chat, or does
Braxton, it is one question that was put in the chat. It was asking about a dance club. We have several dance teams on our RSO directory. However, we don't have a specific dance club. If you're interested in doing a dance club, or you're interested in creating your own sports club or any organization, you can reach out to us at rso@wku.edu so we could talk you through the process of creating your own organization. Essentially, you will need an advisor, a faculty or staff advisor, full-time staff member, a constitution that you will have to write from scratch, and then you'll submit a RSO application form. But you can reach out to us, again, at rso@wku.edu to make that happen. We would love to add you to the 300 plus student organizations we have on campus, and we're ready to help you out in any way we can. So.
Also, if you did not want to create your own dance club, we do have a fairly big dance club on campus. It's called Chaos. I'm pretty sure they're called Chaos. I'm pretty sure you could find them on the RSO. If you wanted to contact them, I'm pretty sure they're registered in the RSO directory. So, yeah. Any other questions for us?
So in your clubs and organizations, or clubs and intramural sports stuff, do you have competitive competitions against people at other schools. Can you talk to us about that a little bit? And Alyssa, you don't have to answer. So can anybody talk to us about that? Delaney, do you all have competitions with other schools?
So we were trying to get that started last semester and then Corona hit. So due to everything that's happened, we unfortunately won't be able to compete this semester, I don't think. But as soon as the restrictions and everything like that is lifted and as soon as we are able, we will definitely be pursuing games and scrimmages against other schools and teams, yes.
Gotcha. Caroline, is it any competitions with Jump Rope Club?
Yes. So there's a collegiate jump rope competition. So like all of the like collegiate jump rope teams get together about once every year. I'm not sure if it's happening this year, but if it does, and it's like meant for both like experienced jumpers and people that have just started in college to compete. So it's a super fun event and definitely, yeah, another opportunity to jump rope and compete it. So.
Sounds good. And Evan, what's competitive with the mountain bike?
So there are definitely competitions for mountain biking. We've talked about trying to get a few people that may be interested in competitive mountain biking if they want to come, and like we'll go over techniques and group rides with them and kind of do like a separate thing with it as well. But as of right now, it's more geared towards getting the information out about mountain biking, teaching people about bike maintenance, keeping everything like that. And then just the community aspect, not a real competition-based type of thing.
Cool. Alyssa, I do have one question for you. For those students who will be viewing this later, can you talk a little bit about how Preston has shifted things in the center to make sure we're all safe with this COVID crisis?
Yes. So for us to open, we had a lot of guidelines. We had to meet between machines and cleaning and everything. So we actually reevaluated how we had the current fitness center structured. And so we took out basically the middle of the fitness center equipment and moved it to the blue court basketball courts, and then took everything free weight related and cardio related that needed electricity and moved it towards the middle to where everything is 6 to 8 feet apart as well. And then also we've invested in gym white containers. Every fourth machine has a selection of gym wipes. So we're encouraging everyone to wipe down their machines before and after. So the equipment that we moved out of the fitness center, we moved into the blue court area. We're calling that the Blue Court Fitness Center. That's about a basketball and a half length. And we have all of our selectorized weight training machines and any cardio machines that did not need electricity. We have our stretching mat and kettlebells over there, as well as a deadlifting weight area. And so we have basically 2 fitness centers and everything to where everything is spread apart. We've got people cleaning. We ask that all members clean before and after their machines. We have fitness center attendants cleaning right afterwards. And then we actually close 30 minutes every day for a full sanitization process. So we have these misters that we had to invest in. I'll say invest at this point, that cleans and desanitizes in a different way. So really trying to make sure everything's clean. You do have to have a mask on when you enter the Preston Center, but it is not required if you're active exercising. You're welcome to wear a mask if you are exercising, but we do ask that you have a mask on when you move from machine to machine as well. So we've tried to up our game on a lot of the cleaning. Even though we had a lot of cleaning going on, it's a whole different level. Yeah.
Thank you.
And when people enter the facility, you have to have your mask on and go through the whole health checks before you even enter. But we're trying to control capacity. So when you leave, there's an exit area where you leave and say you're checking out. So we can only have 200 people in the building at this point, according to the guidelines. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Alyssa, for that. I just felt like students needed to know that just in case they're leery about coming back to the Preston Center, we want them to still go. And I've been in there and I've seen the cleaning and everything, and it's taken very seriously. So we appreciate that for the students and everybody who attends the Preston Center. Before we go, I just want to share with those here today and those that will be watching that student activities is more than just registered student organizations. That's one of our main things we take care of. We want to make sure students are connected, but we also oversee some other areas that students can get involved in. We have leadership and volunteerism, which Braxton works directly with, and that's why he promoted Dynamic Leadership Institute today. I am the direct advisor for Student Government Association, where students can get involved. That's not sports or intramurals related, but it is something where you help to push the university forward with your voice. So that's something we encourage. Another one of my favorites is Campus Activities Board. We like to say we're the largest student programming board on campus. We have done stuff in my tenure here, from large concerts to carnivals to things like that. And we are always looking for representatives. It's for everybody. Your fees help us do what we do on this campus, and we greatly appreciate it. And of course, we can't forget about two more things. Greek Life, we just brought in new members to our Greek community, probably somewhere in close between 700 to 900 students. That's between the Interfraternity Council, IFC, and Pan Atlantic Council. And then finally, for those that don't know, Student Activities oversees the building you walk into nearly every day, Downing Student Union. If you need assistance with that building, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us to try to help you navigate the building. We have a great staff made up of professional staff and graduate students, as well as undergrad students that help run the building. And we've taken significant measures to make sure this is following the guidelines that we need on campus. So those are the things that Student Activities provides. And we really need to make sure you know that we want to help you all out any way possible, because we learned that what you learn in the classroom, you need somewhere to apply it, and we help you to apply it here in Student Activities. So, we hope you come visit us in DSU 2059 so we could help you find a home on campus. And Brax, I'll turn over to you to close.
Okay, thank you, Randall, for that student activities plug that we definitely so needed. If there are no more questions from any of our panelists, I would like to thank everybody for coming out today and showing off your respective organization, and that's all we have for you today for DiscoverFest. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.